Okay? So, listen guys. What did I say before? This kind of thing, you don't need this. This is called stress-free mathematics. For people your age, especially you, not you, but you will get bored of this. You will get bored of this. You will get sick of this. The teacher comes in the class and says, you've got 3 hours to do this. You'll be like, oh my days. You switch off.
What about if you do it? What about if you do it before 3 hours?
And then what are you going to do for the remaining 3 hours? The teacher says you've got 3 hours to do it, and she puts exclamation marks. That means you're going to sit there when you've already got the answer and there's nothing else to do. How will you feel? Bored. So this is what I keep on telling people. I got this stuff from one of my greatest mentors, Andrew Matthews. He says, what we're really asking for is, give me a challenge. People want challenges. A challenge is what makes life exciting. If you don't have something that's going to make you exciting, you're going to be bored. See, why do people play the games? It's everywhere we look, we see people testing themselves. Why do people play golf? Golf is the most difficult game to play. You're standing here and you want to whack a little ball into a hole, maybe outside where our clothes are spread. How can anyone do that? A little hole where Sasha lives, and you want to whack a ball and you want to believe it's going to go into it? Why do people do that? Because it's what? Challenging. That's not easy. You watched that film that day when that guy was practicing his swing for hours. The beautiful game. You remember that? He will whack it. He will say, no, don't get it. He will whack it again because it's challenging. You've got to work on that. That's why, you see, it is difficult. But we want to test ourselves and move to the next level. And so what is that next level? The next level is my last word for you children today. It is, let's stop pretending that we want our life to be easy. It's all a fake myth. We don't want our lives to be easy. We want something that's going to challenge us to the core. And it says, when things get easy, we get bored and leave. Like you would leave if the teacher came and said, you got 3 hours to do that. Do you get my point? So whenever you're sweating it out on this 11 plus and you're thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Remember, what you really want is a challenge. And 11 plus is challenging, boy. It is. But that's what separates the men from the boys. They're looking for people who can think out of the box, knock that thing off, and do it with all their heart. And that's why they're the guys that are going to go to those good schools and say, you know what? I have one of the best science teachers in the country. I had two of the best art teachers in Nigeria. And that's where I got to where I am now. Mr. Mbaego and Mr. Kalu. Idika Kalu and Mbaego, they were geniuses of their time. And they imparted that knowledge. Now, if I went to one gritty state school, I may have had a great teacher on another level, right? He may have been a great teacher, but not on the level of Mr. Mbaego and Idika Kalu. Those guys were geniuses. And that's why they taught in federal schools. I could have gone to one mashup state school, and I might have a good teacher, but he might not even be able to draw. And he will be telling us, draw, draw, draw. Okay, sir, let's see what you can do, sir. You see, not that I cannot draw, but I have a degree in applied art. Not fine. And I'm thinking, but you're telling us to draw, sir, and you can't even draw yourself. We want people who know how to do it, love what they do, are the best at what they do, and can teach it. Are you with me, boy? So don't forget the fold up arms thing. Fold, slump, sit, and pocket. We don't want that. What we want is a challenge. What we want is bring it on. That's why I got you doing that before the maths. We're going to do it tomorrow. Before we did the maths on last Tuesday, what did we do? we were going like this. Yes! You know why? Because that sends messages to your neurons. It makes you know that you're ready for it. Why did I get you wearing shoes at home before you started your maths? Because your brain thinks this guy's in the class. But when you come to do your work and you're barefooted, then you put your leg up on the chair and you think you're going to snooze, then your brain switches off. You don't feel like you're in a fight. Immediately Kezia saw me I wanted to jog, right? But I almost lost hope. If I didn't put on the trainers, she wouldn't detect something. She saw the trainers, she's like, Daddy, are you going to run? Are you doing jogging? And I'm like, oh my days, she's caught me out. What did I do? I had to jog. But remember, if I didn't put the jogging shoes on, she wouldn't tell me. And because of that, I did my jogging at 9:30 this evening. Man,